so much for having me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hello, Leadership Council. Thank you so much for being here to support Bangladesh. Before I say anything about the meeting, I'd like to send my condolences to Bangladesh. What a beautiful soul Samantha was. It's such a pleasure to meet her in Bangladesh, but it was very sad when I received the news this morning. It really make me think, we don't know when it is the end for us. Many of us are going through something, but we need to know that everything will be okay at the end. It is at the end for Samantha, and she is okay. It is right now, it's a time for all of us to get together and comfort her family, especially her parents. And especially for us all here, really think about what we are doing in this world. There's so much suffering, there's so much hatred, there's so much competition here. Imagine when Onpassive launched and what Onpassive can bring to the world. We're completely fixing that. And I think it will naturally fixing it, because many of us are now living, not us here, but in the world are now living with limitation, that now living with me, there's not enough for me, so I have to take as much as I can for me. Let's us all get together and know that Onpassive is a blessing. It's an abundantly blessed for all of us being here, so that we can all live abundantly. We got to do that in our mind first. As for me, nobody knows our situation. Nobody can walk in our shoes in order to understand the steps that we take every day. Let us walk in each other's shoes. I don't know how big of the size of the shoes we all have to walk in. Let's walk in each other's shoes. Let's feel each other. Let's understand each other. And let's connecting each other, because we have one model in our world today is Mr. Ashmore. He gives so much. I mean, he could have kept all Onpassive to himself and his family. And he doesn't have to go through the headaches that he has to go through. With his message in the Leadership Council, with all these crazy video. I'm so glad I was one of the actor in that crazy video on YouTube. But that won't shake me, and that won't stir me, because I feel and I know that Onpassive is going to fix all of that. There's going to be more coming, everyone. So step up, step out, and speak Onpassive and share Onpassive. We all know that it is here. We all know that how big of an impact that is going to change the world. So let's do that instead of hiding. And I love the post that Red put out this morning in regarding to that video. I applaud you, brother. Love you, and please send our birthday wishes to your wife as well. Yeah, I just wanted to share my thought and my condolences to Samantha family. She is now in a good place. Let's just share, if you possibly share, my friends in Bangladesh, if you possibly could reach out to her family and comfort her family. I think that's the best that we can do. What a beautiful soul. She is a beautiful lady, but she is in a good place. Let all of us gather together and to celebrate her life and console each other. Thank you so much for having me speak. Mahfouz, I don't know what questions you have for me regarding to the event, or Akram. I'm happy to answer.
Yes, Akram Hussain.
Yes. First of all, I would like to thanks because to Julie, she really informed about the Samantha affair. So we are also sorry for that, and so from our community we thank you a lot of thank you to Julie. So I just tell you that last webinar Ash sir participated in your webinar. So is there have any experience? So you can express also.
Yes, absolutely. It was such an honor for him to pop in and said hello. To be honest with you, when Mr. Ashmore come on, I just want to listen. I don't want to disturb him. I don't want to talk. I don't want to ask questions. To be honest with you, I do hope that you have the thought like I am. I honestly have no question about Onpassive because every time when he comes on and the leaders come on, all the questions that I ask on the Julie and Milo show is for other people. As for me, I have no questions. I don't need to know how it works, how things work, how the products. I trust in Mr. Ash and his team completely, completely. I have, honestly, if you can pry me out and ask questions, I don't have questions. So the experience for him being there, it's just an honor, and it is for a lot of people. It's not for me, it's not the honor that he choose me to do it. I didn't feel any of that. I know that when he showed up, it's for everyone. It's for everyone. I just feel honored to be there and just listen to what he was saying. So that's the experience, and the energy in the room is going insane. I mean, there are people driving down. I mean, we have the volume high. People has to get up in the middle of the conversations to leave because they drive far away and they had to work on the next day. But we all enjoyed it. One of my guests who didn't really know about Onpassive, who is the founder, but he doesn't know anything about Onpassive, but because he believed in what I shared to him. And he drove 2 hours to get there, and he was the ones that asked about the real estate questions. And I'm very sure almost 300 of us here know a real estate person. So if you listen to it, you understand that real estate is everyone needs a place to live. And especially all of us, when we make great apples, when we have good apples, we all going to look for a real estate, a place to live, or a nicer house to live. So it is now time to share that with the real estate people, even the people that you don't know. All you got to do is go to the Julie and Milo show playlist. We have playlists that we talk about how Onpassive can help with real estate. So if you listen to Mr. Ashmore answer the gentleman question, and it feel like this is something that you wanted to share, we have the tools, we have the materials for you to share. Does that answer your question, I hope?
Yes, Julie, we understand that. And actually, every session, so no need to question, because we understand that who we are really doing work, everything we knows that. So every time, actually, no need to question. You know that in our community also, step by step, our question is really, we don't get the more question right now. So everybody knows that. So what is Onpassive, what is the functionality of Onpassive, and they know very well. So everybody are so clean here, and if there have no any hidden and secret, no things. Everything is open, and it's the real company, real things, real business. So no need more question, right? You are absolutely correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. And I think we saw your face. You are so much lucky in that time to get Ash, because I think it was also a surprise visit from Ash.
Yes, I feel very honored and privileged to have him show up, and I wanted to express my appreciation to Marty DeGamo and Peter Searle for sending him, communicating with him about both of the event. I think he loves that. He loves to see his founders getting together and celebrate. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you are planning to meet each other, let's do it. Don't stop, but do it safely. you know. And you could always use any of our founders' webinar, you know, to use it as a feed for you to share with people. The important part of it is when you're planning to put an event together, you just know that you need to share it out days before. Sherry Durstaway and I walk the university to share out flyers. We get together for meeting, we do live, we talk about it 3 months before the actual event happened. So there's a lot of preparations. There's a lot of things that we need to do. And I do hope that we all take this as an opportunity for us to go out there and do it. Guys, I don't know what to say, but the way how I see Onpassive is when he's ready to launch that campaign that he's talking about, you're going to see Onpassive everywhere, every page of internet that you open, you'll see it. You'll see billboard, you see it not only here in the US, it's going to be everywhere in the world. And not only that, it's especially if you are in the country that very well known about high tech, you're going to see all of that there. So embrace yourself. There's going to be there's going to be people attacking Onpassive. There's going to be people attacking us. Just embrace yourself, because if you truly feel that Onpassive is a blessing, you get the power to protect yourself. You get the power to share. You get all that power. Don't let anyone take that away from you. We all have it. We all have the ability to do what we do. We have the ability to do what Marty does. We have the ability to do what Chris Johnson does. We have the ability to do what I do, what Jeffrey Morlock, what Aloha, what Mafu does. Don't limit yourself. The only limitation that you have is what in your mind. If you said I can't do it, replace though I can't, I don't with how can I. That's what I say. And replace the word don't do this. Imagine I try to share Onpassive event to other people, and there are other people tell me don't post here and don't post there and don't do this. That's a limitation in their mind. And if they say don't do it, the more they say don't, the more I do. The more I will go out there and do it. So don't tell me don't, you know? So replace those negative words. Ask yourself, how can I do this? How can I do what Marty does? How can I do what Chris Johnson does? How can I do what Julie Nguyen does? Honestly, you guys, I, myself, Milo, and many of us here, we have never done what we are doing today. And the only way that we can do what we do today is because of Onpassive. If there's no Onpassive, I will be sitting in the corner and afraid what people judge me, because honestly, look at all these friends here. I'm the person who don't know what to talk. I don't know what to say. And you can't shut me down. Like right now, Chris Johnson probably want to put the tape in my mouth right now, but you can't, because that's just how it is. So sorry, I'm on the train talk. So just yeah, that's my radio station right now. When you tune it onto that frequency of Onpassive in me, you cannot shut me down. So please replace those negative words, replace those positive, put those positive words in. Ask yourself, how can I? Don't say, oh, I can't do this. And then one more thing too, I hear a lot, and I hear a lot of founders that send me messages. Oh, the problem is. If you start your sentence with the problem is, you will find problem along the way. Just say, how can I do this? Julie, I'm running into something. How can I do it? All right, I'll shut up. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you. Very, very important things, Julie. You said that we have to change our way of expression, or we have to change the word also to express anything. Yeah, just we should replace some word to another word, directly or indirectly. There's a passive and active. Yeah, don't say this. Yes, we should avoid this line. We have to say that how can I do? How we can do? Yeah, just show me the way. How can I do in this way? Actually, it's totally dependent how we can feel the ownership. If we feel the ownership, then we will know that what should I do, what should I not do, what should I share in the social media, what should I not do. Everything we can understand, okay, rightly. Just it's related to our hearts. If we feel the ownership of the Onpassive, the answer, of course, there will be there to me. And yes, Julie, you are most luckiest person because already at your physical webinar you got 2 times ash. Okay, right?
That means that anyone would like to have Ash on their meeting, do it. Go out there and get it. You can do exactly what I can do too.